you're going to bring here?
I've always been this way. I enjoy watching our young ladies grow. And when they're growing and they're doing the things that we're asking them to do and they're succeeding, it's a great feeling to watch it. So of course the energy came from me at that moment because I'm extremely proud of what they're doing and what they're trying to accomplish.
And then as far as Angel's performance, I think there's a lot of skeptics in the world that want to say that women can't be multifaceted, can't do multiple things, can't be businesswomen and athletes, specifically as it pertains to the athlete space. Her coming out and finishing with 13 points and 5 rebounds, I guess, what can you say about her ability to juggle?
I always say this, she understands how to prioritize. She takes very good care of herself, her body. She knows what's important. So she, of course, you all know she was at the Met Gala, and she's something she deserved. She earned it. And she came back here ready to go. She came back here ready to play. Gave every bit of the energy that she had, and that's what we ask of her. She knows how to prioritize, and she knows what's first.
Spoon, what do you just have to say about Kennedy Carter's growth throughout this entire training camp, and especially in today's game? It looked like she just took on a new leadership role on the court.
Yeah, she's a special talent. She makes us so much better when she hits the floor. The energy, the effort, her ability to get downhill and make plays for herself and make plays for others. And she's also incredible on the defensive side of the ball. The level of energy that she brings is outstanding for us. It sends us to another level.
And then just when you look at the defensive performance today, what's one thing that really stood out to you, especially in that first quarter, that allowed this lead to just run away with it?
Well, the one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to impose our will early. We wanted to be aggressive and make passes difficult, make angles difficult, make driving difficult, and not allow them to get into our painted area. And if they did, we knew we would be in trouble. They do a very good job of punching it in, and we wanted to make sure that didn't happen early and often. And it worked for us, and it gave us the energy to push and get out in transition and score.
Hey, Coach. We talked last week about you working to establish an identity early on in the season. Would you say that the defensive performance you saw today is in alignment with what your expectations are for the team?
This is exactly how we want to play. We want to be aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. We have a long way to go still. You can take a lot away from this game and then go back and just continue to build. We did some really, really good things. We bounced back from a game that was not our best on the defensive side of the ball. We didn't value every possession. But the great thing about them is we got into practice and we went to work and they brought it into the game tonight.
And then looking at the offensive side of the ball, I think Angel is going to get a lot of attention for what she did. But I feel like the way Michaela was featured in the offense as a connecting piece kind of helped to facilitate to that. Can you just kind of speak to what she brings and unlocks in the lineups that she's involved with?
Michaela is different. She can play so many different positions. She can play 2, 3, 4, or 5. She can defend 2, 3, 4, or 5. So she brings a lot to us. Her strength, her ability to do what we call the dirty work on the defensive side of the ball. But she can space the floor because she can shoot it. So it gives Angel, it'll give Izzy, it'll give E-Will, it'll give Breezy, it'll give Camilla, it'll give them an opportunity to work into that paint because she can stretch it. She can also put it on the floor. She can also find. There's so many things that she does so well that you don't even see in the stat sheet. So she's huge for us.
Julia, then Shakia.
Pre-game, Angel talked a little bit about already getting some of her welcome to the dub kind of moments with having Nafisa in that first game and then having to go up against like JJ, Stewie here tonight. Just how do you feel, I know it's limited minutes often, but how do you feel she's kind of stacking up early on against some of kind of that top level front court talent?
She accepts the challenge. You don't have to worry about what Angel is going to bring. The energy that she brings, the challenge that she wants every day. We don't have to say anything. She's ready. She understands who she's up against. She knows what they've accomplished. She studies the game very, very well. But she knows that she can go back and do some things as well on the offensive end. But she knows she has to buckle down. She knows she does. She knows every night it's going to be a tough night, but she's up for the task, up for the challenge.
And just from a kind of bigger picture sense, how do you go about assessing preseason games? Because obviously the opposing team's rotations are different. They're like pulling their starters really early. Just kind of how do you sit down and go through the process of looking at this and using it to
We
make
build
cuts?
off of those things that we're doing, because yet still players that you're playing against. They're high level, elite level basketball players, and you take things that you've done so well, and you want to build from that, and you want to also take a look at them and see what you're not doing so well. What was the execution like down the stretch? When you get a lead, how do you handle yourself in the lead? So many things that you take a look at. That's going to pay. It'll be big for us down the stretch, or big for us as we continue to grow. So we take a look at more things than just what happened out there on the floor. So many things you take a look at that's going to play huge for us as we move forward.
Shakia, then Cheryl.
Has fun. In the offseason, you mentioned that the X's and O's would come and you would build the chemistry and the culture of the team. Today, we saw them communicating with each other, encouraging each other. What are some of the ways that you have been building that chemistry so that the X's and O's will come?
Well, what you hope is when you walk into the gym, it's what they feel. They feel your presence. They feel that all the time that you walk into the gym, that I'm communicating with them. I'm telling them what we need to do and how it needs to happen, and how important communication is between each other. We play with and for each other, so communication is key of how we play. And it starts with our point guards. It starts with them. I hold them accountable of what we look like from the start of the offense to the start of the defense. So it matters how we communicate, and yes, you will see them communicating with each other because we want to do things the right way.
Cheryl.
Bridging off of that, how does it feel for you that they're buying into everything that you're asking them to do?
First of all, I'm lucky. I'm blessed to have a group of young ladies that say such kind things that they say, and then to buy into the things that I'm asking. It can't be an easy task at all times because it's a demand that it must be done for us to be the team that we want to become. We're going to take our bumps and bruises, we know that, but as long as we come in and we do things in the right way, we work in the right way, good things will come our way.
Chris.
Coach, Marina 20 tonight, I mean, when you think about how much she benefits from the new look post and the investments you made in the draft and free agency, I mean, how much does her game kind of benefits off of what you guys have done in the
I actually missed who you said.
Marina.
Mhm.
How much of her game benefits off of what you've done in the post game, kind of making that more deep?
No, Marina can do a lot. You know, Marina is incredible. She's an incredible playmaker. She passes the ball very well. Her vision is incredible. She's incredible in transition, as you can tell. If you don't pick her up early, you know, it's lights out. She can shoot the ball. And she started out really early for us today. When she sees one go in, you know, it's going to be an incredible night. She can put the ball on the floor. She's very, very strong. We use her on the block. We use her in many, many ways, setting screens. But what I like the most about Marina at this particular time is Marina is really busting her butt on the defensive side of the ball. She'll get in there. She'll tussle with anybody. She's that wild one we got, and we love it. We love every bit of her energy. She wants to freaking win, and she's going to do whatever it takes to get it done.
Mike, then Alyssa.
Coach, appreciate the time. I know we talked about it, earlier in the season about what it was going to mean for you to be in the WNBA as a head coach and have the opportunity. So first, I want to say congrats on your first win in Skytown. But I know players aside, what is this moment like for you to have your first home game in Chicago, being the head coach of the team?
Basketball is just special to me. Basketball means a lot to me. I'm not saying that it defines me, but I love everything about it. It says so much more than just about X's and O's, but there's incredible relationships that are built from this game that you can never even imagine, the things that goes on behind these closed doors and how you have to help our young women build being a head coach. And I enjoy the challenge of it all. The challenge of it all excites me. I'm about a challenge, and basketball is a challenge. Every day that you step in, you have some incredible coaches in this league, some incredible talent in this league. So you have to be strategic in everything that you do because of how great everyone is.